Hello and welcome. You're tuning in to The Real Review, a movie review show designed to save you, the viewer, the time and money.
Hey Baker, why do you always have to do that radio voice guy thing? I don't. It really bothers me. I can't.
Gotta listen to that every week.
I can't do it every week.
What? But it's
It's not even you. It's like some weird voice man that you made up.
I didn't.
Samson, why don't you just break it down real quick
You guys
and not do that radio voice guy thing?
call
Hey,
me.
we're here for you, the fans. That's it. You know, we don't care about the industry. We don't care about what the industry thinks of our reviews. We care about what you guys, our fans, think. Don't go waste your money to go see a movie. And that's what we're about. 3 regular dudes chumming it up, talking about movies. There you go.
That was very effective.
And it was affectionate, too.
Oh, it was affectionate. Yeah, but with the hey, you suck, Baker. Baker sucks.
No, we didn't say that. It's just I don't like that voice that you make up all of a sudden at the beginning of the show. I'm sorry.
Well, I would like to say happy birthday to
Thank
Baker.
you. Thank you.
How old? 26?
27.
27.
No way. 27?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's
Wow.
pushing the 30.
Ooh, it's
Pushing
getting
the
close.
30.
It all goes downhill, buddy.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm ready for it. I don't care. Bring it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
30s. I'm a failure.
This is this is 27. No, what are we reviewing? This is 40.
This is 40.
The new Judd Apatow. Break it down. What's it about?
Well, anybody who has seen the movie Knocked Up met these two characters, Pete and Debbie. Debbie was the sister of the female main character in Knocked Up. This is kind of a spin-off. This is 40 follows Pete and Debbie right when they're turning the age of 40.
Or her, really? Right? The
Both
whole
of them,
thing was
same
her.
week. Same week.
Yeah.
It was
Really?
their the birthday the same week.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because remember he was
I
having the
didn't
big
catch
party.
Yeah.
He was having the big party, and he was like, "Why don't we do this as our own?" And she was like,
She
"No."
was struggling with the 40, right?
She was struggling with the 40. He embraced it. He didn't care.
I was struggling with the movie.
Ah.
She was struggling with the 40.
You probably missed it when you kept leaning over saying, "This is boring. This is not funny."
Oh.
I'm going, "Okay, can you? Okay, thanks for your input. Can I watch the movie?"
Can we go back to
And then
watching
what
this?
happened mid to towards the end? And you were kind of turning back over to me, going, "Man, I really wish this movie would end right now."
I was giving it a shot, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the movie at all, but I have to admit that by 2 hours in, I was like, this movie is really long. Like I would have.
How long was it? Was it?
My God, 134 minutes. That's 2 hours and 15 minutes. So maybe it was a little earlier that I
It
realized
was
it.
that long? Was it?
It
Yeah.
was super long. Like I leaned over and I was just
No,
like,
down.
can this please be shorter?
It should have been an hour and a half max.
Max, absolutely.
I would have done great if this was a short film.
Like a quick 10-minute clip in the lives of
Then it
Pete.
probably would have been funny because there wasn't anybody hardly even laughing in the movie theater. They had one good general laugh where the whole crowd laughed. And then there was some ass that was sitting a few rows behind us that was laughing at everything. Aside from that, it wasn't funny.
Is there a possibility that you guys just had every cynic in the vicinity in that movie? Because when we went and saw it, my wife and
No,
I,
that's not.
people
Absolutely not.
were laughing. In fact, people laughed often.
I know. At your little soiree last night, which Rooster wasn't there.
Poor
How often?
poor Rooster, you totally missed out.
Don't
on...
worry, I carried the cellist for you, buddy. I carried the conch, Rooster style.
Did you get cut off? Because
Huh?
that's the style. Did you get cut
I
off?
think I cut myself off.
Well, I think the couch cut him off. After he just was kind of falling around, and my wife escorted him to the couch and sat him down. He just kind of sat there staring off into space, and it was time.
At that point, I was just monitoring, just making sure everybody was okay from the couch.
That's so kind of you.
But your wife, she said she liked it. You guys were, I guess, what was going on between those two characters? You guys
Yes,
like
this-
into your marriage or something like that.
That movie, like their personalities, not their personalities, but how they interact with each other, was so very parallel to my own marriage. Like, especially there was that one scene.
So, but was it funny?
Yes, I
You
found it
liked
very
it. You guys
funny.
liked it, and that's great. That connection. Maybe that's what Judd Apatow was trying to do. But for our fans, was it funny?
Well, that's almost like one of those things where if this is
You go
probably
to a
not something
comedy.
you take a new girlfriend to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and a new girlfriend maybe shouldn't watch this. You probably shouldn't watch this with your buddy who, is also on a podcasting show with you alone. You know, that,
Yeah, we were definitely the token gay couple walking to the front.
like, you guys aren't going to enjoy it because, despite, all the things that go into your relationship, maybe there are not enough parallels.
As soon as we walked into the theater, she's like, Jack Reacher? Like, nope, we've already seen it. We're going to see This Is 40. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, she did. She rang up automatically.
Automatically, Jack Reacher.
She,
Yeah, saw both of us walking
right.
in.
She rang up too, like right away. Didn't even ask if I was buying your ticket. She just rang up the ticket. It was me and you, and I was like, me plus one. Really? I mean, do we look that in sync together? She's like, obviously you're gonna buy it, your boyfriend. His ticket, right? I was like, really? What's going on with that? I don't know if I'm cool with that.
Not offensive at all. But no, I mean, this is definitely not a movie you should take, a new girlfriend or a buddy to or whatever. Go see this.
Just answer the question. Was it funny?
Yes, I laughed.
You're a movie whore. You laugh at everything, dude.
I don't laugh at
Yes,
everything.
you are a movie.
I didn't laugh at year one. I wanted
said it.
to just get rid of year one for the rest of my life. I never wanted that movie to exist ever.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Definitely, it was
You
very
know?
bad. I agree with that. But I didn't think this was funny. I didn't think it was funny at all. What about you, Rooster? You weren't laughing.
I wasn't laughing for sure, but I do recall thinking if I was a woman around the age time, 30s to 40s, and had kids and had this type of relationship going on, then I would think it was funny. But that's not me.
Yeah,
so I
it
didn't
had
think
her.
it was funny.
It had her doing the mammogram thing, putting her boob in it.
That was awkward.
I mean,
It's like, this is what I have to get as a boob shot in this movie?
well, she has great boobs. Actually, the hottest movie she was in was The Change Up.
Yeah.
And they had that one scene when she was going in the bathroom, and oh god, she's a hot
Oh,
chick.
I missed that one. I'll have to see it because
The
it's
Change.
a good scene.
That's a disappointing movie for
Oh.
sure. You talk about forced, like the whole movie, and it had all the great characters in it.
Yeah.
And I thought, I mean, how many times are you going to do the trading bodies thing, though? Really, whatever.
They like it.
Yeah,
Hollywood loves it.
they sure do. Anyhow, I'm actually going to give this only to be used as anesthetic as mine.
Wow.
I would never watch this movie ever again. And I would not recommend other people to watch it if you want. I want to go to a comedy to laugh. Nowadays, I got it. Story, plot, and all that kind of stuff. But they almost ruin some of these comedies with putting too much dramatic elements in it, right? Because it took that turn. I thought it took that turn, And I just want to. I want to go to comedy. I want to laugh. I want to laugh. That's what I want.
You want Mel Brooks. When you go to a comedy, you want nonstop laughter. That's what this is.
I want
meant
Three
for.
Amigos, man, when I go to a comedy. I want to laugh from the
Yeah.
beginning to the very end. That's what I want to do. I don't care about the story so much. I don't want an involved, intricate plot where, everybody comes out a new person or changed at the very end. I just want to laugh. Can I get that?
Yeah.
That did not give that to me at all. This is 40. I didn't laugh at all. I was waiting for it. A good point. It was so long too. I didn't even realize
it
that.
really was long.
I just felt like that was just us, and I was sitting there and get the buzz on, and I was going, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Is this really this long?" But I didn't notice. Yeah.
Don't you think that all the new comedies are like that though?
Yes.
The first half is hilarious.
Yes.
And the last half is dramatic, and there's a couple of funny
It's the third
parts
act.
every now and
That's
then.
film school, man. I'm
Ugh.
telling you, film school is ruining Hollywood.
Well, I
and
hate
this
that
is
they're teaching it that.
right because they go in, and I was in film school, and it's. I mean, they're turning it into a science. It's first, second, and third acts, man. You need the first act, second act, and then the third act has to have You know, it has to have that part, that dramatic part to it. Well, they're applying that to comedies now. You know, I mean, the 40-Year-Old Virgin was hilarious, right?
Yes.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
But it's not, to me, the funniest movie ever because it got a little too dramatic in the third act.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they're doing with all
They always
comedies
do.
now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's how it goes for
It's
all
like,
of
why
them.
why you ruin a perfectly good comedy? You talk about Mel Brooks. I mean, his movies were just insane from beginning to end.
Absolutely.
It was one huge act. There wasn't a first, second,
Yeah.
and third. It was just one huge act
Everything
of
was
insanity.
ridiculous the
Right.
entire time.
So, I mean, that's my rating. What about you? What do you give it?
Me?
Yeah.
Come
on,
If I
Brewster.
had a girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, there's all these
Okay.
additives to it. Really?
Well, no.
If it
We-
was
we've
on a,
split
if
the
it was on a
review before.
if it was on a Tuesday
no.
and
I'm giving a scenario.
I wasn't menstruating.
Of when I would not use it for anesthetic. The only time I would not use it as anesthetic. Sitting at the house with the girlfriend, she's making you stay at home. You have to do some boyfriend girlfriend thing.
She's making you
crap.
stay at home. I love the
Right?
way that he put that.
And so it comes on TV,
Describing my life.
and you'll watch it, and then it's kind of like a couple laughs because ridiculous things happen in relationships. But other than that, definitely don't waste any money seeing this thing, for sure.
All right. Well,
All right, come on,
All right.
Baker. What you got? Because the
I
scenario he just gave is like your life story.
I believe that splitting a rating can sometimes actually be very helpful considering what we do for the viewers.
I got that, but are you going to do that? It's also an easy way out. You going to do that every time?
No. This is actually one that I think is straight across the board. I think this is, wait for the network premiere. This is a movie I would not buy this movie on DVD.
Let me ask you, that's a good point. You say wait for the network premiere. So, if you're going to catch it on TNT or something, it's going to be edited and it's going to be PG. And this was definitely a vulgar R-rated movie.
Yeah, but
So
what
would
of
you
the
lose-
vulgar R-rated parts were super funny?
Oh, I don't. I would.
The
would,
vulgar
you're
R-rated
right. I
parts
would
weren't
say
even the super funny parts to
absolutely
me.
none of them because I couldn't find any funny parts in the whole. I don't have one memorable, hilarious part in the movie. Can you think of one?
I was the only person that laughed about the mustache joke. In the whole theater, I cracked up hysterically. Everyone else in the whole theater just didn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At the very end, Megan Fox calls this guy out for having a gay guy mustache. And he's like, but this is a straight man's mustache. And it's like, well, what's the difference between a straight man's mustache and a gay man's mustache? And the other guy says, the smell. And I laughed so hard at that. And everyone else around me was just like, what are you doing?
Rooster, can you remember one funny anything?
No, by then I must have phased out completely. Just waiting for it to be over.
Right.
It was at the end.
I
I forgot
would've-
that Megan Fox was even in
Right.
the movie.
Right.
that's
I
how
would have walked out. Like,
weird
we're
it
doing
was,
this
yeah.
review, so I got it. So I'm committed to these movies, but this makes almost the third. Does this make the third movie I would have walked out of?
Yeah, well,
My gosh. I would have walked out. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be nearly as hilarious as I think other people were, but I thought I was at least going to get, a few good laughs in there.
well, I guess I could kind of see where you're coming from. I did expect to laugh more than I did.
You wanted to love it, though. Your predisposition to love Judd Apatow and everything that he does.
I don't think it's that made me like it. This wasn't even an Apatow movie to me. This movie was after
definitely.
you because you
It was an Apatow drama.
You
what
and I
it was.
didn't see this together, which is rare that we don't
get
go
your
and see
feelings
it.
hurt. Don't get
I'm
your
not.
feelings
I'm
hurt.
not. But here's the thing. You mentioned beforehand that it was not what you expected. You didn't give anything away to me or whatever, but you said it's not what you expected. So when I went and saw it with my wife,
I ruined it for you.
in a way, yeah, I took away that predisposition. I was like, okay, it's not what he expected.
I ruined
This,
it.
I'm just going to go in completely clean slate,
I'm
right?
the spoiler.
You're
I'm
the
never the spoiler. You're always the spoiler. I'm never the spoiler. I
No,
spoiled
you
it
spoil
for
all
you.
the movies.
You're
I spoil all the movies.
You're
really?
a spoiler,
for
buddy.
sure.
Am I?
Yeah.
No,
all
just
the
because I
time.
don't like them doesn't mean I'm spoiling the movie.
No, you talk about big parts of the movie you should not talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
By the way, folks, Samson actually broke it to me. Darth Vader is in fact Luke Skywalker's father.
You didn't want to believe it.
I fought it. I fought it.
and
That's not possible.
And there is no Santa Claus.
How dare you? There is.
I know.
I believe, and that's why I
know.
still get gifts.
I know. Nobody loves Christmas like this guy.
Maybe that's why I don't get gifts. I don't believe in Santa Claus.
Yes, that is
You
exactly why.
don't give gifts because you're naughty.
Okay.
You are very naughty.
Yeah, but who pays attention to naughty, huh? Santa.
All right, we got it. Would sum it up?
Sum it up. You said anesthetic. Rooster said anesthetic unless he's got a girl that's making him stay at home.
And watch a movie that's gonna suck. Hey, well, go and watch this sucky movie. Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, wait for the network premiere
And
because I would, if it showed up on television, I might actually watch this movie again. But I will not buy this, and I will not recommend people to go see it in the theaters at all.
Yeah, that's actually pretty low rating. Ooh, sorry, Judd. Do a better movie next time.
Heyo.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it.
All right.